I really need like a strong like why of why I would be making another album. The answer can't just be, well, I finished a tour, so now I make another album, and then after that I do this, and then I put it out, and then I do another tour. I just want them to come ready to dance, be whatever, whoever they are in that moment.
Harry Styles, welcome to Capital Breakfast. It's been a quiet week for you. You all right?
I'm doing good. Yeah, I'm good, thanks. Been all right.
That's good. Now, many fans are listening right now. So before we crack on and start asking you all the questions about the album and the tour, they're all listening intently. Is there anything you'd just like to say to them quickly? Because they'll go mad at me if I don't ask.
Yeah, I think just like I feel so like grateful the kind of like energy that they've like brought to, you know, putting music out. I think when you take a step away from everything, like I never assume that there's going to be people who kind of remain interested and stuff. You know, it's like the world moves very fast, and I think in kind of coming back and even announcing the album and stuff, I've felt kind of like showered with like love from them. So just to thank you for that, and appreciate the patience and the space that they kind of, you know, let me have and stuff.
Because it's been a massive reaction. You've taken a break after 3 years off. How was that? How was 3 years of being off and doing nothing?
Amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, amazing.
You look good for it, pal. You look really good for
thanks.
it.
Thanks.
And we've all heard the new single, Aperture. Is it true it's inspired by your time in Ibiza, the best place ever?
I think it was a few things. I think I did a lot of traveling just for fun, which was really nice to kind of, I think because I'd been touring a lot for a lot of my life, I think I'd got really used to missing a lot of things with friends and stuff. You know, whether it was like invites and stuff, I think I'd got really used to saying no to things because I just wasn't able to go to a lot of things. And I think last year I just had a real start of the year where I was like, I'm going to say yes to everything this year. You. And if my friend invites me somewhere and it sounds at all fun, then I'm just going to say yes and do that until that stops being a good idea. And it's just kind of like been so positive for me to just go do that. And I think being with people and like being on the other side of the audience experience than I'm used to being on has been the most important thing for me. It's been just like a massive reminder of like how special it is to be in a crowd experiencing live music, be in like a dark pit with people dancing. Like it's been really really beautiful reminder for me that you know, at shows, whether I'm on stage or off the stage, like we're all here for the same thing.
You were spotted in like Berlin and Italy, but did you get any time to go back home to the north, see the family and stuff like that?
I did, yeah. I was actually just there, and I went back for Christmas, which was really nice. Yeah, I always love, I mean, it's so nice. It's so funny. It's like everything that used to feel so like huge to you, even like gates and stuff that you go back as an adult and you're like, this is quite small actually.
And do you notice as well that like when you've gone back home and then you come back, is the accent like there?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, it's like it's so funny. It's I don't really think about it obviously, and then, you know, sometimes I'll hear like a video of me speaking when I was like 15 or something, and I sound 15.
Proper Northern. I do it. People say it to me all the time, like, your voice has totally changed. So it was inspired by Ibiza, a new single. How did you get away with being like undetected in Ibiza for a whole summer? Because you were out raving, I assume, because that's what everyone does.
Well, yeah, well, I wasn't. I went to a couple of like parties with with some friends and stuff. I didn't actually spend that long in Ibiza. I only went a couple times, but um, I think largely the kind of sound was just from going out. I spent a lot of time in Berlin last year,
Mm.
and I was meeting a lot of like fun, interesting people, and just like hearing a lot of different kinds of music. And I kind of just started feeling how that was influencing the music I was making, and I was just kind of loving what I felt it would allow me to do on stage and just kind of be like really immersed in the music. That was kind of the goal, was to make an album that I could enjoy playing as much as I enjoyed making it.
Yeah. So it's
So
Berlin inspired as well from your time in there.
yeah, yeah, I think just being able to like be in a crowd and be with friends and like be in spaces feeling safe enough to like, you know, get a little loose and dance and stuff is yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
it's funny. I went for the first time in April, and it's one of them cities where people are like, you've got to go, and you think, is it going to be that good? And when you get there, you're like, I get it now. It's
Quite
ace.
good.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
very good. New album.
yeah,
Let's get straight in. No kissing. Kiss all the time. Disco occasionally.
yeah.
Talk to us. Coming out on the 6th of March. Like, what's the
Yes.
vibe? What can you hint at? What can you tell us that you've not told any other radio station so far?
Well, it's a lot of I think for me, like when I finished the last tour, it was quite long, and I think I got to the end of it, and I felt like before I make another album, I really need like a strong like why of why I'd be making another album. The answer can't just be, well, I finished a tour, so now I make another album, and then
Mm,
after that I do this, and then I put it out, and then I do another tour. I think a lot of it for me was kind of paying a bit more attention to some of the other like corners of my life that when I've been touring for long stretches, I haven't always given that much attention to. Um, so I think for me, it was a really important couple of years for me personally to
mm.
just um, kind of honestly like just fall in love with music all over again, and kind of understand why being in a crowd is so special to people, and I felt that I had some of my own experiences like that I haven't always had that many of. I think when you're touring all the time, like most friends that I know who are touring all the time, you just kind of end up going to less shows.
Yeah,
And and even when you do go, there's part of it that feels like you're like, like a spy or something. You're kind of like watching it in this strange way. And I think being able to go to a show and like really just enjoy it and kind of immerse myself in being an audience member is the thing that kind of influenced why I wanted to make this album.
we've got to talk about the tour because you've just announced
Yeah,
it. Together,
yeah.
together. The reaction, it's mad. 6 nights at Wembley. You said before that Wembley's the greatest show of your life. Do you think you'll be able to match that on the new tour?
I'll do my best.
Yeah.
I'll do my best. Yeah. It was yeah, on the last tour there was like one show in particular at Wembley that I just remember. I remember this feeling of I just felt like I was like floating. I just felt so there, and I think it's really hard sometimes when like great things are happening to you, you're kind of like spend the whole time going, am I enjoying this enough? Am I
Yeah.
enjoying this enough? And I remember a show where I was like, I'm so just here right now, and I'm so just enjoying what I'm doing that any fear of like not enjoying it enough just kind of left me. I was so like, oh, I will remember this moment for the rest of my life.
And you're bringing along the lady that you say taught you to sing, Shania Twain, because
Yeah.
this relationship all started with a video message to your mum. Is that right?
Yeah, she's someone who, musically has been in my life for such a long time in such like a beautiful way. I just remember being so young and being like in the car with my mum
Mm.
and singing Shania Twain and kind of learning, you know, like the lyrics and it being someone, you know, in a lot of ways, it was like she was like my vocal coach or something, you know, singing those songs are like some of the earliest memories that I have of singing and enjoying music and and has been, you know, those memories also like part of memories that I have with my mum. Like it's such a special thing that music does for us in that way that it like soundtracks your life. So I'm so honored that she's coming. I'm so like blown away by it. I'm really just like very, very excited for those.
And quickly, so
Yeah.
the fans are listening like now, like we said, what do you want to see them in at the tour? Because on the last tour, they looked absolutely fabulous, feather boas. What does Harry want to see them in on the new tour for 26?
I think I want them to come ready. I just want them to come ready to dance.
Yes.
I want them to come ready to like be with their friends, close their eyes, open their eyes, dance, let it go, be whatever, whoever they are in that moment. And I think it's going to be fun. I'll be right there with them.
Great. Look, we're really looking forward to it. Before we go,
Thank you so much.
Chris and Sean can't be here, my co-hosts. So they've been taking the mick out of me this week for drinking Ovaltine. I don't know if you've ever had this before. They think it's really uncool, but I think if I can get Harry Styles to say it's cool, then they'll leave me alone.
I don't know what that is, so I couldn't possibly endorse it.
You've never had Ovaltine in your life?
I can't say that I have.
Okay. Next time.
It looks like digestive or something.
It tastes very similar to digestive. Do you know when you suck the chocolate off a Malteser, it's pretty much the inside of a Malteser.
Oh, so it's like malt.
Yeah, yeasty.
Okay.
Yeah. A bit of a weird question.
You haven't sold it to me with yeasty, I'll be honest. I was close and then yeasty really, it knocked me off.
They've been giving me so much stick this week and I'm like, right, I'm going to get Harry Styles to say it's
I'm
cool.
sure it's lovely, but yeasty's, it's buried it for me.
I'm not going to lie, pal. You've let me down a bit there because I was hoping that they'd leave me be now. Look, absolute pleasure to speak to you today. Good luck with
Thank you, Jordan.
everything.
Appreciate it.
The single, the album, the tour, we cannot wait. And next time you're in London, pop in and we'd love to see you. Good luck.
Thank you so much. Thanks for having me.